So first I'm going to talk about the front-end architecture of this application. And for this, I've used React framework for this React framework, and I have handled front-end related codes in individual folder, like Bad Bank is the folder in which I have all these codes are backend related, but this is my front-end focused app. And I have used create React app feature, npm create React app to create, like it's create all the main files for you and then all those things for you. And like I've done that so that I can separate it from the backend code because yeah, for that. And so from the other two architectures, so the front this is the front end architecture, and I will show you one. Like there are three types of architecture in usually in application development, that is presentation, logic, and data tier. So presentation tier is all like React what we have created it. So in this, the user take like it is all what but it doesn't store data or manipulate data or does anything with data. It just user input. If we have just an front end focused application, once you enter and click submit, nothing happens. So that is the front end data. And then there is logic tier, which when you pass in password or user or any information, it takes it, it pushes it to a database and stores it. It manipulates it. It also like retrieves back data from the database, and for that we have used Node and Express. Express mainly for Node and Express for that. And database, we have used the non-relational DB that is available currently. And so DB is for that. And MongoDB, it is non-relational without that. And so yeah, the logic container, it also contains the file for connection with database and all those things. And front end, it is just UI focused. It does not do anything else. And yeah, in MongoDB, we store data in JSON form instead of tables like we had earlier. And yeah, for our application, we have this Bad Bank application and all these components that we have created. We have modularized it, and these are all the components that can be reused. They can be called and they can be reused. For example, context.js, in that we have kept all the data that is common that can be used like in the application we have card, and we have called it in almost all the application, and navbar.js, in which we have handled the navigation of the application. We have handled the navigation bar. We have created the navigation bar here, and we have used Bootstrap in the for that Bootstrap throughout our application for adding CSS and everything. And deposit, home for login, withdraw, for all the features that were supposed to be added, we have and the most important, home page. We have that home page. And yeah, and I have also used JSON Web Token for, so you can see we call here cookies, and say, for example, we use that for that, like for storing value and everything. And authentication, we have JWS is nothing but it creates an hex code. You give the word and it creates hex code for that, and that's how like you don't, like it doesn't go and fetch, we don't need to go and fetch password each time from the database. That JWS authenticates it. And okay, if the user is even correct, authorized to do that. The challenges I faced for authentication was lot, and not lot, but yeah, like I did not know how to handle like what to store in this JW secret. I thought that I have to store the hex code here, but I just have to give a word and that word creates hex code each time. So that was one of the learning curves for me. And yeah, we can also use authorization for in JWT, that if the user has specific permissions to access data, if he's eligible enough to access data. So yeah, that is my application. Thank you. I'll stop recording here.